Hi grade 12, thank you so much for choosing my channel. So in today's video we are going to prepare a cash budget and answer some questions together with some calculation under a topic of cash budget. So before that guys, please I beg you, make sure that before you live to this video you have subscribed to this channel so that it can grow, and also like this video, share with friends that are doing grade 12 so that you can pass together. So without wasting any other time guys, please let's start with this video. In today's video we are just going to do a part 1 of cash budget. So please make sure that you subscribe guys and like this video so that whenever I post part 2 for cash budget, they will give you a notification that I have uploaded a new video. Okay, without wasting any other time guys, let's start with our cash budget. Okay, so remember guys, you also have to know that you will be given some question which you have to answer the reasons. We are not going to calculate only in this question, however we are going to do some theory part. Okay, so this is the figures that we have been given and they say that we have to fill some information. Okay, let me start by reading all information. Okay, is question 1, cash budget. You are provided with the cash budget of Bosman Trader for the 3 months ended 28 February 2011. The business is owned by Alfred Bosman. Okay, then 1.1, explain why business need to prepare cash budget every year. Then it's 2 marks. Okay, why business has to prepare a cash budget? Of course guys, as a business we have to plan our cash. How much are we willing to spend? We have to know that how much are we estimating that we are going to receive from customers, so that if we have any problem or if we don't have enough funds, so that we can be able to know that we don't have to spend much money doing unnecessary things. So it's important guys to prepare a cash budget so that we can predict the future. Okay, then 1.2, calculate a figure indicated by A to E in the cash budget. Then it's only 5 marks. Okay, let's go to our cash budget. So this is the cash budget that we've been given. So in some question paper guys that I'm going to do, you are not going to be given a cash budget, which means that you are going to draw it from the scratch. You also have to know the format that you start from receipts and you go to payment, and after that you calculate the net amount and you go to opening balance and you close your balances. All right, so they said that we have to calculate figure number A up to E. Let's check number A. Remember we've been given December, January and February. So number A, they said that is cash at the beginning of the month. Okay, so we are looking for opening balance for January. So guys, this is the principle. Opening balance for each month is closing balance of last month. Closing balance of this month is opening balance for next month, which means that in order for us to identify the opening balance for January, we have to check our closing balance for last month, which means that for December it was 123,000. It was balanced at the end, which means that 123,000 it will be our opening balance. Okay, which means that our opening balance, our answer for number A will be 123,000. Okay, that will be our answer for number A. Very simple, very simple. Okay, then number B, they said we have to calculate the balance for January. How do we calculate that balance? Very simple. You said cash surplus plus or minus opening balance. Sometimes you will find that the opening balance is negative, or the closing balance is negative, which means that, or even cash surplus, you can find that it's not surplus, it's deficit, which means that it's going to be negative. If it's a negative, you have to subtract. So number B, our answer will be 45,000. Then we add with amount of 123,000. Okay, so this amount is going to give us 168,000. 168,000. All right, so now let's go to number C. Number C, they said that we have to calculate a cash surplus or a shortage or deficit, okay, for February. Okay, how do we calculate? Very simple. In this case, even though we have some amount that is not given, we have been given the total already. You don't have to recalculate those total, guys, because they are already given. Okay, they are already given. That's why they even bold them. Okay, so how do we get it? Very simple. To get cash surplus or deficit, we have to say it, total receipts minus total payment. Total cash that we are expecting to receive minus payment or minus expenses is going to give us a surplus or deficit. Okay, so let's show this calculation. We are going to say 140,000, and then we said minus, okay, apology by using this sign. Okay, I saw it now. Minus 390, then it's gonna give you an amount of, okay, this one we have to calculate so that we can get exactly amount. 140 minus 390. Let me go to calculator. 140,000 minus 390. We get a negative 250. Simply means that it's a deficit. We don't have surplus in this case of 250,000. Simple as that, guys. Simple as that. Let's proceed to number D. Is cash at the beginning of the month. Number D. Very simple. Opening balance is closing for last month. So which means that we check number B. For last month's closing balance of January, it was 168. 168,000. Closing for last month is opening for this month. Okay, then now let's go to the last one, which is number E. Very simple. If we have C and D, we just have to add them together. Okay, apologize. This one we have to indicate a negative because it was a negative. Okay, then number E. What do we do now? Number E. Very, very, very simple. Okay, we are going to say the negative 250 plus 168. Okay, negative 250 plus 168,000 is gonna give us a negative. We just have to write it as it is, guys. Negative 82. Negative 82. Negative 82,000. Okay. Then from now on, we can proceed to number 2. Remember, we were doing number 1. Okay. Number 2, let's go to question first and check. Okay. we were doing number 2, then we're going to 1.3. They said the rent income was increased by 8% from January. Calculate the rent income figure for January 2011. The rent income was increased by 8%. Okay, let's check the rent income. The rent income on December, it was 9,000, and they said from January it has been increased by 8%. Okay, this is how you can calculate this one. Okay, we have to say it a 9,000. Okay, this number 2 is for question, guys. Ne? Our calculation start from 9,000. Okay, then multiply by, guys, in order for you to get straight to the answer, you have to say it 108 divided by 100. Okay, then it's gonna give you straight answer. Or guys, it's allowed to say it 9,000 multiplied by 8 over 100 or 8%. Then it's give you an answer that you are going to add it with 9,000 again. So it's the same. It's the same. Okay. Then now let's calculate this side. You can say 9,000 multiplied by 8%. Then which means that now you are going back to say 9,000 and multiply by 8%. Yeah, it gives you 720, which means that now you have to go back and say 9,000 plus 720, which is going to give you 9,720. Okay, so if you want a straight answer, the way I was saying, you just have to say the 9,000 multiplied by 108 over 100 is gonna give you straight answer, which is 9,720. 9,720. Simple as that. Okay, now let's proceed. 3 marks for that, guys. Very simple. Okay, 1.4. Calculate the percentage increase granted to employees from January. Okay, you have to refer to salaries and wages for this one. Okay, in your opinion, you must also answer will employees be satisfied with this increase and explain why. Okay, let's first check how many percent increase. Okay, we have to refer to salaries and wages under our expected payment. Okay, if you can check from December, it was 105,000. Now it's 109,200. Obviously, there's an increase of 4,200. Okay, the first step, guys, you have to say it 109,200 minus 105,000. Then it's gonna give you 4,200. 4,200. 4,200, and you divide by, you said the different divide by old amount. Old amount is before increase, which is 105,000. 105,000. Then it's gonna give you multiply by 100. Then it's gonna give you 4% increase. This is the calculation that you have to show. 4,200 multiplied by okay, let me show it here. Move to number 3. You have to say it 4,200 and you divide by amount of 105,000 multiplied by 100. Then it's gonna give you a 4%, the one that we calculated there, a 4%. Now we have to come to theory part. They said, are they going to be happy employees? Obvious is a no. is a no. They're not going to be happy. Remember guys, we have to check our inflation rate, which is running around 7%. So we also have to consider the norm of interest. If you check the normal interest of the loan, something like that, it's running around 11%. So, and employees, they are only getting 4%, which is not enough, because the reason you can say 4% is less. It's less than inflation rate, which means that they are going to be defeated by the inflation rate. Okay. Okay, now let's proceed to another one. This is how you should answer your opinion. Okay, you can answer it in terms of interest rate or inflation rate. Okay, 1.5. As internal auditor, you discover that the actual motor vehicle expense for December 2010 were 5,420. Provide 2 points that would include in your internal audit report to Alfred. Okay, you discover that your actual motor vehicle expense is 5,420. Okay, and it was how much on the budget? It's 4,000 per month. And this side you find that is 5,420. Motor vehicle expenses, this may include a fuel. So as an auditor, there are a lot of things that you can explain here. Is either you defend the company according to the person who did a budget, or you become or against the person who prepared the budget. It depends on your opinion. For example, you can state the issue of petrol. Yes, it can happen that we budget 4,000 for petrol, but petrol increased during the month, and we were not expecting that it can happen. So which means that might be one of the causes that make this expense increase. Okay, then another thing, remember on your discussion guys, do not include depreciation, because it's motor vehicle. Depreciation is not form part of cash budget. It's non-cash item. Cash budget, we deal only with what? Cash items. Okay, I'm going to explain further I have another question that we are going to do the difference between cash budget and income statement. I'm going to explain further this question. You just have to make sure that you have subscribed guys, and you like this video, so that when I post part 2, YouTube can remind you that there's a video that have been uploaded. Please don't forget that, my people. Okay, now let's go to 1.6. A new vehicle will be purchased for 139,500 on 31 January 2011. The business will pay a deposit of 20%, and the balance will be financed by East Bank. Alfred will repay East Bank in equal monthly installment over 3 years from 28 February 2011. Interest will be paid to East Bank monthly on the balance outstanding at a rate of 11% per annum. Okay, there is a new vehicle that will be purchased by 139,500, and the business will pay 20%. Okay, and the remaining balance will be paid on installment. Okay, the question now said calculate interest payable to East Bank in February 2011, which means that the interest is going to be calculated at 80% of that amount, because 20% has been paid cash as a deposit. Okay, 139,500, you firstly have to multiply it by 80%. 139,500 multiplied by 80%. This is the amount that we are going to calculate interest. And they stated that the interest is 11%. Okay, per annum, guys, per annum, per year. Okay, so multiply by 11%. This is per year, guys, which means that to get a monthly one, because they are looking for February, you have to divide by 12 and you get 1,023 rand. Okay, 1,023 rand is the answer for 1.6. 1,023 rand is the answer. Is the first answer actually, because we have two answers here. Okay, then number 2, they said calculate a monthly repayment on capital portion of the loan to East Bank. Okay, a capital amount, guys. This is the repayment excluding what? Interest. Okay, remember. Okay, apologies about this. Okay, yeah. Remember, guys, this amount was how much? 139,500. 139,500. We firstly have to recalculate this. Okay, remember this is the amount that we are owing to this bank, and we have to determine how much capital that we have to pay. Very simple. We must first check how long are we going to pay this vehicle. Okay, they said it will be financed over 3 years. 3 years is how many months? 36 months. 36 months, which means that a capital payment excluding interest is 3,100, excluding the interest, guys. If we include the interest, is going to be 4,000 something. Okay, so it's 3,100. 3,100 is the second answer. 3,100. All right, now we have to calculate expected receipts from debtors. So guys, if you haven't seen the videos where I was doing the debtors collection, please, after this video, go and check the video that I did, debtors collection schedule, so that you can learn before we go to part 3, where we're going to prepare a full cash budget. Okay, now we have to calculate expected receipts from debtor for January. Okay, we have to calculate for January. There it is. They say debtors 30 days less 5% discount, which means that it's gonna be paid in next month, in other words. Okay, now where do we start? Very simple. We have to go and check our sales. Did they give us any information about sales? Let's check. Okay, they didn't give us any amount. All right, so now the question is, how are we going to do it? Okay, if you can check on January, they said we have a cash sales of 112,500, and the total sales is only 75% of total sales is cash, which means that 25% is on credit. Okay, however, guys, remember they said after 30 days, which means that we have to look for balance on December. Okay, because for January is gonna be applicable for February. Okay, I'm gonna show you this one. So let's do example for January first and determine for February, then we go back and calculate for January. If you check the amount of 112,500, guys, that is a 75% of total sales. 112,500, 112,500 is 75%, and we are looking for 25 of 75%. Okay, why we put 25 on top? Because it's what we are looking for. We are looking for credit, and we don't have total sales. We have what? We have a cash sales only, because we take it from cash budget. That's why we divide by 75, and it gives us 37,500. Okay, now remember they said that we have to less 5% discount. Okay, which means that we have to proceed and say multiply by, it was 100%, but now we are going to pay 75%, 95%. 100 minus 5 is 95. Okay, then it gives us 35, 625. Yes, it's correct. If you go and check on your February, is 35,625. Okay, now because we are looking for January, we have to take the one for December, which is 225,000. 225,000. Okay, it's very simple, because we are just going to say 225,000, and you do the same procedure. Multiply by 25 over 75, multiply by 95, divide by 100. Then it gives you 71,250. 71,250 is the answer for 1.7. 7 marks, guys. Very simple if you understand. Very, very simple. Okay, 71,250. You have to show all those calculations. 71,250. There it is. Okay, so this is the amount for number 1.7. Please make sure that you show that calculation that I was doing on the calculator, so that you can get these 7 marks. So cash budget is very simple, guys. You just have to make sure that you understand all this principle, so that you can be able to calculate. Okay, so I'm going to do part 2, 3, and 4, so that you can learn more, guys, about the tricks of cash budget. Please, if you haven't watched data's collection schedule, which is related to 1.7, go and check on my video list, so that you can learn it from there. Please don't forget, guys, please, I beg you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. This is how we grow as a YouTubers, and this is how it encourages us to do more videos. Okay, I will see you when I upload part 2 very soon. Goodbye, guys.